Well, we're here, lads. We're finally here. Season 12 of the BBPN has finally started. Now, we are expecting some pretty interesting things because we've got some new coaches and some differently designed teams here. So this is why we didn't do a review before everything started. We need a week to get a feel for these firms. So we're going to be going over all the divisions here. Of course, we've got, mayonnaise division, the jelly division, and then we're going to wrap it up with the peanut butter division. Who names these things? Well, let's get all this started off, and let's start it off with, of course, the mayonnaise division. Who came up with these fucking names? You know what? Don't care. Can't read. The usual nonsense here. Mayonnaise division for season 12, and what a division this is, as people are always talking, this is already the, for now, stunty division. Does that mean any of these are easy games? No, fucking of course not. Now, they have played match week 1, that's why we're doing these reviews here. Because now we actually are starting to see what is going to start happening. Let's start off there with the legend in his own mind there, Finn Hill, and the Sandwich Masters. Yes, of course, the Masters are always looking for the best cheese. Well, he certainly looked for the best cheese against Skaven, stole every fucking reroll in the game he played. 720, yes, it's a low TV. He still has plenty of money in the kitty there, and as you can see, yes, has indeed the Nuffles altar to start with. Let's take a look here at the team roster here. And yeah, you're looking at that right there. They've played a game, and all they've got is all they've got was one miss next game. That's it. That's all they've suffered, and you can see here, they've got quite a bit of TV, don't they? They've got touchdowns, they've got casualties. Yes, Halflings were getting casualties. That's what kind of a crazy game they've already played this season. 2 rerolls, which being a Halfling team is honestly all he needs because he's going to constantly get the Halfling Chef for 100. Look at what the TV is starting with, 720. So he's always got about 200 extra after the Chef. That's pretty devastating there. And of course, well, he doesn't have an Apothecary yet, but he's got to be thinking about it because the Apothecary is precious for when A, he gets a skilled play, and B, keeping the trees alive. No fan factor. Well, I hate to admit that is a problem. If you are a Halfling firm, I hate to admit it, when you get a chance, you do indeed want fan factor. Because you want every opportunity you've got to steal rerolls. So here's my suggestion to Finn Hill, and here's my insight here, considering you've got nothing's leveled up yet. But it was a good first round. They didn't win, but it was a good first round. You might slowly invest in this, then later get rid of that depending on how this goes, alright? Because you want to, every chance you get, deny your opponent rerolls. Okay? That's my insight on it. Should have given that insight before the game started. But anyway, alright, let's take a look at the next firm here. And yes, back to Bork. Yes, indeed, Darfo, you've done something weird. You've taken orcs. Why? No, really, that's my question. Why? 1030 TV, they're already up to here after the first round. Let's take a look in. Yep, as you can see, his first level up is on the deck here. He has a Blitzer who has finally gotten a level up. But now notice what the rest of his team is. You notice something's missing, right? Like, he's got the Black Orcs. Yeah, he's got 4. He's got Lion Orcs. Yeah, he's got the 3. He's got the 4 Blitzes. He's got 4. You notice this, like I said, you notice there's something missing. There's no quarterback on this team. He is just trusting in that he's actually able to pick up the ball. It's great theory. Let's see if this actually works for him this season. Well, so far, so bad, as he would say. 3 team rerolls. That's pretty fucking good to start with there. He's got Apothecary, good idea. 1 fan factor. Someone actually likes him. Don't know who, must be his mum. Alright, God bless you, mums everywhere. Alright, and here they are, the bastards themselves, the legends of Nottingham showing up to show you what for there. And they're doing it for Jervis. Indeed they are. 10-10 TV after the first round here. Let's take a look at the Squealing Rats, as you can see, yep, they're all still there after we're at round 1. I know, I'm just as surprised as the next person. All the rats are still alive. Luke, take notes. Yes, indeed, they're all arrived. They've got 2 team rerolls, only 40k in the kitty there. They don't have an Apothecary yet. They're going to need it, but they're up to 2 fan factor. But as you can see, they've also got a lot of SPP all spread around all over the place. They're on the way. It's all going to come down to what round number 2 looks like. And then, of course, the Goblins. Yeah, like I said, this is a weird division. We've got Halflings. Now here's the other half of the equation, the Gobs. 9-9 TVs. You can tell it looks like they took a bit of punishment. And yes, you can see they are trying to plan ahead for a stadium here. Let's take a look at the roster here. 4 rerolls. Oh, you can see where his thinking is. I didn't say it was good thinking, but he's got thinking. And, of course, no apothecary. Got 1. Like I said, his mum loves him. And what's he got here? Well, he's got the pogo stick. Mandatory. That, I'll always 100% say on any Goblin team, that's fucking mandatory. You gotta have a pogo stick. And then, of course, the rest of the bastards, which you can see haven't done anything. A Fanatic, a Looney, a Bombardier. Yep, they're the wild cards of any Goblin team. Will they perform? Anyone's guess on this point here. Goblin has picked up Diving Tackle. An excellent choice in there. Now you have to change how you use them. Fun fact, if he survives and he gets a second just normal agility skill, sidestep. That's the skill you want for him there. And, of course, he's got the double trolls, double trouble. No, I don't see any skills on them. Alright, now they don't see any SPP either. They must have had a really rough game there. That's a lot of fucking rerolls to take early, lad. That's a lot of fucking rerolls. But we'll see how it performs this season. It is an interesting choice there. Goblins are really a weird team to play. I can tell you that from personal experience. And now, yes, the drunken elf masters, the cheating high elves, as I've been told, and have had to broadcast. Yes, they're a bunch of cheaters. No surprise there. 890 TV is what they got here. Because guess what? They're down a few players. Both missed next game. So he's going to have a couple of loners. But to be honest, the linemen, the loners, the elves, he doesn't care. He really honestly doesn't care. It's nothing of any importance, especially this early in the game here. As you can see, he's already got his first skill up there. And immediately he's bought Leader. Brilliant choice here. Because rerolls are rather fucking expensive. So now he's going to be a high elven team with 3 rerolls by round 2. That's pretty scary there. And of course, you can see he's leveling up quite well. He's got SPP all over the place. Next game ought to be the big breakout there. 2 team rerolls. He's got the apothecary. He's going to need them. And of course, he's only got the 1 fan factor. Like everyone says, his mum loves him. Alright, now let's take a look here at the Noblet team. We're going to call it what it truly is. This is the Noblet team. They are the heroes we ever knew we needed, but they belong, and they're going to do fantastic things. They just happen to have a couple of ogres being dragged along. Believe it or not, watch the broadcast. You tell me what does all the fucking work on this team. I'll tell you, it ain't the big tall ones. Alright, 870 TV is what I got here. How has he actually built a clubhouse? Well, no, not really. No, not really here. Let's take a look at the firm. As you can see, battered, bruised, beaten up. Still coming back for more. And you can see, yep, he did amazing things with these Noblers. There's SPP all over the place. Especially this one. My God, he got a skill. Yep, first game, he got a skill and he's got catch. That's a great skill. Yeah, we know he's got 1 job. Maybe 2. Well, he's actually got a lot of jobs. Like I said, the Noblers 100% are carrying this firm. These idiots couldn't do anything right here. They were amazed and lucky they actually got the 2 little missed next games. 3 rerolls, it's about right to start because ogres really need the rerolls, and as anyone will tell you, to ask Yorick, it's all about reroll management. The problem is he's got nothing else. Well, we'll see how the Noblers do the next game there. Maybe that is the game they all stand up and do the business here. And of course, yeah, here we go. Got wood. My God, I hope not. But here they are, yeah. Wood elves. Fuck me, yeah, we got wood in this division here. Alright, 910 TV. Let's take a look here at the roster. Gee, you notice something's missing. Yeah, fun fact. Yep, 1 died game 1. God, that's gotta hurt. He's not replacing him anytime soon. This will take a while. He's only got 1 reroll. Well, he's elves. He doesn't need any more. Yeah, I know. I've heard that one before. Tree got himself a casualty there. The surviving Wardancer did extremely well. Took mighty blow. Yeah, you can tell what he's trying to do. He's trying to equalize things. Well, again, look what division he's in. This is his logic. This is the logic. He's in a, basically, what he thinks is a stunty division. I'm not too sure that was a smart move. There was probably other skills you really should have taken, but it's what you got there. And then, of course, he's got the rest of the firm here. Mostly all line catcher. Notice what else he's missing. There's no thrower on this team. It's not essential, but it is kind of one of the most flexible things on any Elven team because it saves you burning a reroll when you burn the 1. And also when you're making that easy cheese throw, it also saves you a reroll when you roll the 1. So there's a logic to why you have a thrower, which he doesn't have. Well, that could be a problem later on. I imagine he will try and get one later. Alright, and then, of course, hooray for Horns! Why? What the fuck is this team? Yeah, there's a theme here somewhere. Yep, it's like the Bulls. Only maybe functional. Alright, 920 TV. Let's take a look at the team of just horny bastards. Yeah, it's a lot of horny bastards. And you can see how well they perform. Well, the Minotaur got a casualty, but no one else did anything else of any wonder. And guess what's missing? You got it, Pontiac. Dead! Alright, well, that was fucking quick, wasn't it? Got it, Apothecary. Now, how'd that work? Yeah, that's exactly it. Did not work at all. 60k. Is he going to be replacing the dead player? Call him A, call him B. He might be saving it up for something useful. Don't know what, but he's saving it up for something useful here. And of course, you know, 3 team rerolls. It's not bad. It's not bad at all here. Let's take a look here at what happened during the game week here. Week number 1 in review here. Yes, the Orcs did actually win. They did. 2-0. They beat the Horny Bastards. Well, maybe that's, you know, what that was a team they like to play there. Alright, meanwhile, as you can see there, the miracle happened there. The Skaven did beat the Halflings. Trust me, that was barely. You know, that was a weird game. Warning, those sandwich makers make the best sandwiches worth dying for. Literally, he stole every reroll. If he keeps that up all season, we're going to start seeing wins in those win columns here. And then, of course, yep, there's an interesting tie there. Yeah, not what you expected. Not really what you expected there. But bravo, bravo there. The Goblins did tie. And they'll take it. They did tie the Wood Elves. And then, of course, the Cheating Bastards versus the Nobblers. Yep, 4-2. Yeah, watch that broadcast. You will not deny Cheating Bastards. All right, so let's take a look how the standings are looking right here. Now, as you can see here, on top here, no surprises, the Cheating Bastards are on top there. Funny enough, followed by the Orcs and of all things, the damn Skaven are right there. Sitting in the middle right now, and that's a good place to be. There's nothing wrong with it. There's the Wood Elves, and yes, the Goblins. They're sitting in the middle. So now all we need to do is just keep up the pressure here. And then, of course, alright, so Yada lost game 1. Who cares? You've still got 6 more games to go to decide everything. And we'll see indeed how that goes. What's your schedule looking like here for next week? And let's give you a preview of what's going on here. So, yay! The Beasts! Yes, hooray for Hordes! They get the Halflings. Good luck, sir. You're gonna need it. Those Halflings are fucking dynamite. I got high expectations. Prediction? I think the Halflings are getting the first win. I'll say it right here. Halflings are getting the first win. They are hungry. Are they ever? And those sandwiches are worth dying for. Meanwhile there, yes! Wood Elves versus Orcs. Bill Bexley Speed versus pounding it. No barrel handling skills whatsoever. I hate to say it. I think the Wood Elves are going to win that one. Ugh. Alright, meanwhile over here, yeah. There it is. Nobblers versus Skaven. Flip a coin, lads. If the Ogres actually decide to show up, could be a completely different game. Otherwise, it's going to be a Bill Bexley Speed game all day, all night. We will see how that game turns out. And then, of course, this is the game. Now, I will say that is the game probably to watch here. Well, technically, actually, this is, you know, if you really want entertainment, this is the game you got to watch, all right here. But the real game that's going to start really deciding how things start shaking out here is right here. Drunken Elf Masters. High Elves. You think they're going to run away with it? Remember, they've got 2 loners going into this next game here. But, you know, they've got so much AG4 and everything else. And, of course, they're Armor 8 mostly. But you're dealing with a high reroll Goblin firm that has no fear and has already proven they can go and steal a tie. Can the Goblins steal a win, though? It's really going to come down to performance. I know, that's what my sister says every fucking night. If you're ever going to come back again there, it really is going to come down to it. That's the one I say is the must watch game. That is it. You want fun? You watch this one. But you want the must watch game of this one? That is the game to watch there. Alright, so that is it. Mayonnaise Division all summed up. And good luck, gentlemen. You're going to need it. Yeah, fresh out of fucks indeed. Yeah, I'm glad we've only got the season started here. Alright, let's go and take a look at the division we've all been waiting for, we're all been eager for here. Yes, indeed. Jelly Division. Yeah, here we are, season 12. Let's go and take a look at the firms, because now, as what you say, now we've got a week they're established. This is why we're doing is a week 1 review. Not before you start, we need to see performance. Then we can actually make a real opinion there. And right now our opinion is, you, sir, are an imbecile. Bibble. Yes, indeed they are. Sadie's Requiem. Yes. The coach has no idea what he's doing, and if he doesn't, you don't. Yes, the Wood Elves, and indeed 10:30 TV, and let's take a look how the firm, and yes, already the danger has started. Strip ball on Bibble. Yes, this could be a real problem. If a Ward answer already's got strip ball, I'll be honest, the entire division's in trouble. That's quick. That's going to make life miserable. As you can see there, Reroll, he's got cheerleader just in case. Apothecary fan factor. I hate to say it, he's the danger. So far, he's off to a great start. Meanwhile, let's take a look here at the defending champion, deciding to give everyone else a chance here by playing Nurgle. Slow and extremely contagious. Yes, ask my sister. Anyway, 10-10. Let's take a look here at the team. It's a solely designed Nurgle team here. Nurgle doesn't explode. Well, not unless you hit them just right. They pooh, and then everyone's having it. Anyway. Oh dear, that's a sex life in a nutshell right there. But right now he hasn't lost any rodders. Good start. He's got the one pesticle. One. The reason he's doing this is, look, it's very controlled, calm, precise how this team works. Lando's the kind of coach you can figure this one out there. 2 rerolls, fan factor. It's going to be interesting to see how this team, where will it finish up here in the Jelly division? I don't have a prediction yet here. It's going to be interesting to see if he finds his, je ne sais quoi, as they say there. You're like he's going to fuck a toaster in the back oven. Anyway, here we go. The Dwarves, the silly bullet. Silly bullet. Yeah, it seems silly, don't they? But not really if you're their opponent. 10:30 TV, because something is going right with this dwarf firm. As you can see here, they've got a skill up already. Yep, they got a runner who's already got block. Good choice. And you can see here, lots of SPP being aired. 2 rerolls, Apothecary 2 fan factor. Nothing wrong with this dwarf team. Nothing to comment there. We're going to have to see a few more games to get an opinion. And then, of course, yep. Doesn't learn, does he? Yes, indeed. Elf lives do kind of matter. Unless you're a certain cheating team. And if you check the other reviews, you'll know which cheating bastards I'm talking about. 9-9 TV here. Team roster, let's take a look how the vampires have started, and my answer is extremely fucking well. No, I'm not joking. They have started out really well so far. A fan factor, 3 rerolls. 3 rerolls to start. I'll grant it's low. However, so far, he's only doing the 3 vampires, so that's actually fine. And the 3 vampires, you can already see he's got his first skill. I'm curious what he ends up getting. The rest of them there, as you can see, did get some SPP there. He's well on his way. Very quickly, his next thing he's going to be acquiring is likely the 4th vampire, just to give himself some more flexibility. And look at this Thrall crew. Thrall's performing. Who knew? And he's even got a skill up. Strong suspicion. There's a list of what skills you give him. Ironically, kick is not a bad starting skill. No. Listen to me here. Kick is not a bad skill on a vampire firm. It really isn't. Gives you a lot more surge control. But it's his firm. We'll see how they actually perform. Now the other dwarf firm. Yes, the legacy of Cart Wrong continues. Because notice, TV didn't go fucking anywhere. Let's discuss. As you can see here, yep, you got it. Hardly anything. As you can see here, yeah, 1 point there. An MVP here, that's all they got. They had a horrible first week. 3 rerolls, no Apothecary. That's going to come back to haunt them soon enough here. They're going to have to save up. They're going to need an Apothecary because they're off to a terrible start. And then, of course, let's take a look here at, the Coils of Anaconda. There always has to be an Amazon. I don't know why, but apparently it's a contractual obligation in this league here because everyone likes seeing the boobies. I don't blame you. Anyway, 1000 TV here. Let's take a look at the ladies. Well, nothing impressive. You can see, one of them is doing their job. Yeah, the Exemplar of Brilliance. Good name, because that's apparently the one that's performing. The rest of the team? No, they're not. They're not at all. All right, well, 3 team reels. Apothecary, you're off to a surprisingly not as good a start as you should be as Amazons. But Amazons, early days, they can recover very quickly depending on their opponent. And speaking of opponents, let's take a look at a team that's off to a hell of a start. Yes, well, has to happen to some of us, doesn't it? Yeah, here we are, Weezer's Warts, Elven Union. You notice there's a problem already. Yep, he's already down the 740 TV. Well, what happened, Sunshine? Well, let's take a look at the team and find out. As you can see, there's already a dead. So that was fucking quick for week 1. And he's got 2 cripples. One's in his next game. The other one, oh, look. The catch is AV6. Oh, that's got to suck. And as you can see there, doesn't have an Apothecary. Psst. Buy one. No, really. That's not a joke. Buy one. You can't afford casualties because, except for your linemen, who are relatively cheap. It's 60k. They're still a bit expensive. But you can't afford to lose any of these. You zero can afford to lose any of these. You need to protect those. So, always protect your stars. Ask Griff. He knows all about that one there. And, of course, the legend in his own mind, the hero of everyone in parts of Peoria is, yes, there we are, Angry Panda, who's off to a rough start. Again. Not for the first time. This seems to be a tradition. As you saw from the broadcast, he started off so well. What happened? Oh, Pandemonium happened. There's the word for it. That's what I was looking for. TV 880 here. Let's take a look here at the team roster. Yeah, you can already see he's got problems. Well, he's already going to miss next game there on a werewolf. So that's not good. That's not good at all. So he's out of Yiffy Mutt already. Rest of the team, well, he's got SBP. It's going to take a while, though. And you can see here, 2 fan factor, 2 team rerolls. All right, he's off to a rocky start. Let's review what actually happened to them here. Let's take a look here at the leaderboard. So who's on top? Well, no surprise, the Dwarves are on top. Go figure. Followed by the very surprise, especially the coach, Wood Elves. Yes, indeed, they are number 2, right behind them. And then, of course, the Vampires. Well, it's a measure of the coach, and the firm has got no choice but to perform, or they'll all be fucking shot. And meanwhile over there, yep, the fun guy, Lando, never disappoints. You can trust the bathroom wall anytime it says that. And there, of course, there. The flip side, of course, Elven Union, Amazons, Necros, and, of course, yep, there's the Dwarf firm on the bottom. So, top to bottom, it's Dwarves. Yay. Let's take a look here at Week 2 schedule coming up here and try and make a couple of predictions here. The battered Pro Elves have the beat-up Necro. It's anyone's game. It really is anyone's game in there. It's going to be the battle of the fast AG4 loners versus, well, Panda. Flip a coin, lad. That will call that game in a nutshell. It really will there. All right. Amazons versus the Lunatic. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I think the Lunatic's going to steal another one. Why? Again, he has no idea what he's doing. Bibble. All right. And meanwhile, let's carry this on here. The Black Pearl Combat, well, they did get off to a bad start, those Dwarves, didn't they, there? But they are facing, great, Nurgle. I expect that to finish as a 0-0 draw. No, I'm not joking. I expect that to be nothing. They're not going to get anywhere. Either firm. We'll see how that prediction actually works out. And, of course, finally there, yep. Otherwise, kind of matter. Yep, the Vampires, they are facing the Dwarves. That's an interesting call, that one, isn't it there? I would love to lean in and say I think the Dwarves might get that, but look at how extensive a roster they've got there on the Vampire firm. The Vampire firm can easily pick apart any Dwarven cage very carefully, and they've got such a thick bench. They've got lasting power in that game. So that might be the game to watch of week number 2. No, really, it might end up being the game to watch of week number 2 there. So there you go. That is Jelly Division week 1, all reviewed there. Looking forward to how you chats with them in week number 2. Cheers. Ah, whiskey. And of course, no review would be complete here unless we go and look at the Lovelies. That is the most confusing division of the entire lot. If nothing went as you would have theorized at the beginning, week 1's been pretty telling here. Yes, no, it's Peanut Butter Division, alright? You all should know this by now. The people are going, come on, get on with it! Alright, let's go and review the firms here. Chorfs, you lovely bastard. Yeah, Mr. Slapping the easy button. What's the matter? You're sick and tired of dying for some reason. Don't worry, this can still be fucking arranged here. 1040 TV here. Let's take a look at the Mountain Kings of Cathay. And you can see here, that's each. Chorf. Oh, funny this here. Yeah, you're actually missing a Chorf. Funny that. You really are missing one. But you can see here, he's got both bulls. Chorfs didn't really perform. Go figure. But the Hobgoblins actually had a pretty good game. He's kind of figured something out, isn't he? Yeah, he's kind of figured something out there, especially this handsome fellow. He did a great job, apparently. Absolutely no rigging whatsoever. 3 rerolls, Apothecary, 1 fan factor. We expect this team to be easy button all time in Peanut Butter Division. Then, of course, let's go and take a look here at, yes, Your good old classic shambling undead team here. 1060 TV. That's a pretty good high DV after your first game, and you're about to find out why. Take a look at this already. Might not work for himself, but certainly works for this team. Ghoul AG4, that is an amazing improvement already for this team here. It gives them all kinds of flexibility. Bill Bexley speed among others. Plenty of zombies, of course. He's got the skeletons. You can already see, look at the performance the mummies did. You can already tell, that's 3 fucking casualties by the mummies. That is a great start. Match week 1 here. You might actually be seeing, this is the team you might have to look out for. 3 rerolls, 1 fan factor. This may be the team. Like I said, that might be it for Peanut Butter Division. That might be the whole thing divided there. Then, of course, yep, Underworld. Yay, alright, 880 TV, you can already tell they're having a bit of a rough time of it, but you know what, Underworld is always one of those flip a coin, how's he going to do today? Warpstone Troll did actually get his skill up there, game 1, this is going to be a huge roll, we'll see what comes down on week 2 here. Storm Vermin, still alive, of course, didn't do anything, no surprise there. The thrower's out of action, but remember he's got a backup, he's learned a lesson from Landers season years ago here, always have a reserve, just in case, and of course the Line Rats who aren't doing anything. Goblins, useless. In fact, the whole team looks fucking useless there more ways than one. 3 rerolls and Apothecary, and that's it. So, he's only had 1 thing go fucking right on this team. 1. And that's the Troll. This is kind of awkward. And then, of course, yep, the team you have 0 expectations of whatsoever. And I hate to say it, this just became the other team to watch here after match week 1. And we'll discuss this here. 960 TV, as you can see here, not your normal team. Yes, as per the condition and contractual obligation, he has to play a, quote, joke useless team, tier 3. So he has 1 good player, who you can see already skilled up, Lodge on the Ghoul. Everyone else is expendable. Zombies and skeletons, it's all crap, all up and down the line. And that's why they're doing well. And I'll get to that, because he's got 4 rerolls. He's earned fan factor, and it's because at this early stage in the entire tournament, he's got so much depth of bench, certain situations can happen, he will not care. And that's paying off for him so far. Now, will that continue? Like I said, there it is. Your other team to watch in this division, it's like Defenders, you know? You didn't think something was going to work. Well, look what happened that season. Well, we all never can forget it there. And then, of course, yes, the Jailer's here. Yep, a human firm. Nothing wrong with human firms. 1080, you can see there, they've been getting some work done here. And as you can see here, already got a skill up on the Blitzer. Decided to go Mighty Blow. That's not a bad choice. Now, normally for human firms, I can see your first skill usually is going to be Guard. But maybe not in this division. He might be on to something. He's realised with the kind of teams, he needs to have a way to remove and keep you out of the game. As for the rest of the team here, they got some work done. It's not perfect, but they did get work done. 3 rerolls and Apothecary and, of course, fan factor. The human team's always going to be a great spoiler. They really will be. Alright, there we go. The other cunt of the entire division. Yep, you got it. More fucking chorfs. Have you not paid attention to the broadcast here? You are indeed the most despised, cheating, well, okay, except for a certain high elf team. He is the big villain of this season. We all know this, but you are going to be a very close tie for 2. 990 here. Let's take a look here, because again, no surprise. He is your traditional built easy button chorf team. Is no surprise what this is set up as. And he's actually got a casualty of the Bull Centaur. Fine. 2 rerolls, Apothecary. I don't know why you need rerolls. Your team's easy button. That's all I'll say on that one here. Now let's take a look at the unfortunate Norse team. The Glass Cannons, and you can already see the problem. Where are the rest of them? Yeah, exactly. Where all the fuck all the rest of them there? TV 900, and already match week 2 he's going into. He's already lost 2 players. Bravo, son. Bravo. You've lost 2. At least you finally got the Apothecary. Yay. Well done. 3 rerolls, but at least there's a weird bright side when it comes to Norse, and it's a very weird bright side. You got the nice little favour that, let's be honest here, your loners aren't bad. 50k, they're basically the linemen. They already come with block here. Maybe this is an advantage in disguise. That's a really hard, but notice what he's losing here. Yep, he's still got both Berserkers, still has both Surfers, has a thrower, but guess what he lost? You got it, runners. Dead! That's going to take some work to come back from. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, there they are, the Dark Elves. It's always going to be a wonderful, but wondering why that TV sale? Well, let's go and discuss it there, because take a look what happened to him match week 1. Oh, that is a world of pain there, son. That is a big world of pain. Blitzer out for next game. Of course he is. The rest of them, well, they've got work to do, and you can see here, there's another lineman out for next game. He's missing one. Dead! So, yes. Absolutely butchered with the Dark Elves this round, and, well, that's not really a good start, because you can't afford an apothecary. Your team needs an apothecary, son, but, well, if you lost the first game, you're in trouble. So, match week 2, you're kind of hoping for a more easier game. At least that's what he keeps telling himself. Alright, so let's go take a look at the leaderboard. What did transpire week number 1? As you can see there, and none of you would have believed it, but there it is. Number 1 there. The joke team by conditionals. There he is. Number fucking 1. And I told you that is a team to watch this season. I wouldn't have said that before the first game. Now I'll say it. That is a team to watch there. And then, of course, there, as you can see, the other Shambling Undead, well, they're off to a good start. We're starting to see a tag of a 1-2 here, aren't we? Then, of course, the Human Firm. Like I said, Human Firm, very consistent, very balanced team here. You can do amazing things with this team. They're right where they need to be. It's a good start. And then you can see here, yeah, one of the cheating bastards. Yeah, there's one of them. Now, like I said, Luke has built it a little differently than your standard cheating Chorf team here, but maybe it's because Luke is actually wise beyond his years. At least that's what the bathroom wall says, so I'll believe it. Like I said, he's sick of dying so often. Well, don't worry. Nuffle keeps that in mind. Nuffle might catch up with you there. And then, of course, yeah, no surprises there. The Dark Elves, they're in trouble. Let's be honest, they're in real serious trouble. This team will easily cover. It's Chorfs, they'll recover. If they end up losing another game, there would be a huge surprise there. And then, of course, there we go. The Underworld, well, it's a hard start. They can do better, but it is a hard start. But don't worry, Underworld does take a little time to get speed. And then, of course, yep, the Norse, who got brutalized. They have got a long road ahead of them. Glass cannons, but it is early in the season. That team is possible to recover. So let's go and take a look what week 2 schedule is going to look like and try and make some predictions here. Oh, dear. Well, that doesn't look too good, does it there? That is a terrible matchup right off the bat there. Again, I expect here the Chorfs are going to dominate that game there. You really need to make something happen there. It's going to be trusting your build back speed and your agility and praying something works. Meanwhile, well, there's another matchup you really didn't want either there. Yep, Shambling Undead versus a broken Norse team. This does not look well. This really does not look good at all. I expect Twitch hits is just going to keep the hits on coming. And then here we go. That's an interesting matchup, isn't it? That is an incredibly interesting matchup. Who's going to win that one? That one is anyone's game, pretty much there. That one, flip a coin. It's going to be a fun game to watch, but it's anyone's game. This is going to be a strange one to try and call here. Human Firm. Like I said, the ultimate in-between balanced team. They can deal with any situation, but you're dealing with a 15 roster team who has no fear trying to get you off the field. They don't fucking care. Now you see why he took Monty Blow for all of his first skills on the Blitzer here. He needs removals to stick early. He absolutely does, but you're dealing with a team that is very likely to get some removals back here. If Fist A team wins the second one, the entire division is going to be up in arms in that, because believe it or not, I think we're then going to be looking at, well, possibly a domination by the joke team. And not the first time that's ever happened in BBPN. Right, gotta wrap all this up now, don't we? You wouldn't have figured out that week went, did you? None of you would have figured out that week is. Well, you've all been cautioned how absolutely bonkers we already are. And this is just match week 1. We're looking forward to what's going to happen in match week 2, because this is going to start really deciding things and starting to set a template, I'm worried here. Are we about to see the craziest upsets and the weirdest start to the season we've ever had in history? Or will things finally settle down in the second week? Well, it's up to you, the coaches, decide. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for support there on the broadcast, and Nuffle bless some of your dice.